Gil,
Yeah.
what is going on with your camera?
Oh, baloney. So tired. I mean, I'm having the worst electronics day of my life. It's just nothing works. I can't get anything to work. Everything takes hours and hours for the stupidest, dumb little things. And you're like, oh, I don't even want this.
Gil,
Sick of it.
Gil,
I'm sick of this.
you need to call the Geek Squad.
Best Buy?
Yeah, you need to call the
Best Buy.
Best Buy Geek Squad. You need to just to have them on speed dial because you've always been this way. Computers have always been the bane of your existence.
They're too delicate.
You're too delicate.
You're never right.
I'm here with Snippins, Gil, and today we're talking Chat GPT with friends who love to give each other the business. You know, this is like finding a little kid in the park that's lost, and then you're trying to find out where he lives, and he doesn't know, right? Because he's too young to know his address. There's a moment where you're like, should I let him just live at the park? He'll forage for berries, and then you're like, well, no, maybe I'll take him to the police station and just drop him off because then they'll find out where he lives.
Leave me at Snippin's doorstep. I want Snippins to be my mommy.
Well, Snippets already has a son. Would your son want that, Snippets?
Probably not.
Snippets! Do you think your son would like to have a baby brother whose name is Gil Bloody Pals?
I asked him because I was thinking about letting him rent the house instead of selling it. And he's like, well, I just figured it was going to be mine when I retire anyway. Like, what?
Oh, you're just waiting for you to croak so you can take your house, Snippets?
Mm-hmm.
Just talk amongst yourselves.
Gil,
Oh, I see you.
yay!
Look at you.
Yep.
Oh, you're gone. Oh, I see you again.
I got to use this junky camera. All right.
How did your hair grow so much in 1 week? Are you
I
a,
don't know, man. I
are
just,
you a
it's like I want to
YouTuber?
do things. I got big dreams.
Tell us about your big dreams.
I've been using ChatGPT
What do you want ChatGPT for?
because I use it for everything. Like I told it to be the producer of my media company, and it had to plan out everything and do all this stuff. And then I was doing one with my wife and one for myself. I said to ChatGPT, I said, ChatGPT, should we make a new one? Or you just do this? He's like, oh, we should make a new one. And I go, okay, great, make a new one. And it just went over the old one. I'm like, ChatGPT, what are you doing?
Please explain this to me. You're using ChatGPT to make a media company? What?
Just to help me set up my videos and everything. Like to say, okay, we're going to do this many videos. This is how we're going to disseminate them on these different channels, come up with a shooting schedule, come up with topics, everything. It's like my best friend.
I was going to say, it sounds more like a companion than.
Yeah, it's like a companion.
I've used ChatGPT and it's like a childish version of a friend. Like it doesn't
Well,
help.
you're highly sophisticated.
Oh shit.
You're like, what would you call it? Like a higher life form almost.
Well, compared to ChatGPT, I think any living
Look at
organism,
me.
like
Not me.
a squirrel is. Walk me through this. You're asking ChatGPT to schedule how you are going to conquer the world through media. Is that what you're doing?
Just to organize all the thoughts, like to have everything written down and to show all the steps.
How would it know? It only
I
knows.
mean, it knows easy stuff like that. I mean, that's just, being organized. That's what it does.
So you're using ChatGPT for what Snippins uses for her scrapbook.
It's a journal or a planner. A planner.
So you have a scrap GPT.
But also ideas.
Hmm? It's a lot of journaling, brainstorming, brain dumping, mind mapping, stuff like that.
Oh, these are all really great made up words. So here's the thing about ChatGPT. Like I've asked it to because I do the little jokes every day. And I've asked it for jokes. And they're terrible.
Oh my God, I've come up with so many funny dialogues with ChatGPT because it's like the perfect straight man. So no matter what you say to it, it will answer, like straight and in reality. Like I talks about, I don't know. I just like stream of consciousness. I forget some of the ones I've had, but they're pretty funny. Like I started cracking up because it just answers in a really sort of dry, honest way, and you can say whatever you want to it, and it'll answer. Like, hey, so I took a spaceship over to the gas station, and my popcorn broke down. And it'll be like, well, usually, you know what I mean? It just then it'll answer it like in a real way. It's funny. I was gonna post some of them.
I don't want to poo on your dreams, but
I wish I could remember the funny ones.
Well, do you have any other technological marvels you could share with us since you're frozen?
Right. Okay. So one of the I'm not gonna read it because only I think it's funny. But like one time, I asked it to help me start a diamond mining operation.
Do go on.
Just sounds like, how can I? Because it will just tell you how to do it. It's like starting a diamond mining operation is a very it's capital intensive and could take a long time. But if that's what you want to do, these are the steps you can take. And I'm like, I don't have that kind of time. And it's like, well, I'll just keep suggesting things. Even though a diamond mining operation is ridiculous, there's no way a normal person can just go start mining for diamonds, but it'll keep trying to answer the questions as if it can happen. I don't know. I just think it's really funny. I'm like, could a 54-year-old man with no experience in diamonds, no friends, no connections, and no money start a diamond mine? It would be very challenging for a 54-year-old man with no education, no money, no friends, no connections, no knowledge of diamonds to start a diamond mine. But if you wanted to, these are the steps you can take. And it's like, learn gemology.
So you feel like the ChatGPT believes in you more than everybody else?
Yeah, but to an unrealistic degree.
Well, isn't that what we all want? Some unconditional understanding.
Yeah.
You don't have a
I have
dog?
to talk myself out. I'm like, no, ChatGPT, I can't mine for diamonds. And then he's like, but wait a second, don't give up on your dream. I'm like, seriously, I don't want to do this anymore. Just, thank God it stops. It only lets you do like 40 back and forths. Otherwise, I'd be there all day. I'd never get up. I'd be like,
Gil, do you remember when you were using Final Cut Pro for the first time at our company?
It wasn't good.
You were working on Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man. I believe you won an award for, yes? You were an award. I thought you won an award. You were an award-winning.
I was nominated.
One of the producers called me and screamed at me and said that I can't believe you brought software into this company that deletes media. And he yelled at me, and I was like, hold on. What are you talking about? And he's like, Gil. And then I started laughing, and I said, you're saying Gil to me? And then we both started laughing. And then so I came over to you, and then you were on your knees with your hands up in the air, just screaming into the ceiling. Do you remember that?
No.
And it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And then I was like, tell me what you're doing. So, because on Avid, which you were used to, when you digitize something, you just hit digitize and it does it. On Final Cut Pro, it brings up a window, and then you have to name the clip yourself. And so what you were doing was you were digitizing, and then it came up, and then you were like, it says 0001. I don't want it to be called that. And then you would close the window, meaning you didn't digitize anything. Yeah.
See, if I ask ChatGPT about this, it will. They don't talk about anything inappropriate. Let me see.
So I have tallied our votes, and feel free to write in the comments section who you think is never right in this episode.
What the? Did I disappear?
No.
No, you're there. But you're dimmer. Oh, now you're.
You know what I mean? See what happens. It's like suddenly just the screen goes black. I've had it with all this electronic stuff. I mean, this is unbelievable.
You're never right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want more content from the Never Right podcast.